Should I tell them the whole story?
Go ahead.
All right, we're on the air. April, would say the 18th? 17th, 2004. So today's topic, how Michael met Stella.
Michael met Stella at a music hall.
What's
some 20-25 people lying around on the floor listening to Mozart, and in came Stella with her girlfriend, and they stepped over the bodies, and she stepped over me, and I followed her across the room and saw her go into the kitchen, and I went into the kitchen and asked her for her phone number.
Of all the gin joints in all the towns in all the world, she walks into mine.
We talked, and I talked with a lot of people there. Mm-hmm. But then he went home and he called my friend Jerry and asked for my phone number.
That's right, yeah, that's right. That's right.
So you want to retract your previous statement?
What did I say?
You said you asked for it there.
No, she gave him the number and then told me she gave him the number.
Oh, so you had no choice.
And I don't believe he even called me right away.
Oh.
But then on one Sunday, I took my mother to the park, and he was there with another girl. Janet Eichenbaum.
Really?
Uh-huh. And
What
they
was...
were playing tennis. He came over when he saw me, and he started talking to me. And I was trying to convince him how much superior women are to men. And I guess he must have been taken by that. So then he called me.
There's no sense in getting a phone number to call a young lady that looks real cute and not using it. I mean, that's the epitome of negligence, or what do we call it? Ineptitude.
What happened from there? Did you guys...
Took her on a date. We went to Knott's Berry Farm, and Mom made sandwiches for lunch, and they were fascinating sandwiches. Let's see, there was
Hard-boiled
egg,
herring,
and cheese, and mustard.
And mustard and lettuce. It was a delicious meal in a sandwich.
Yeah, it was quite fascinating. I mean, I've never had anything like that before. I said, this woman has imagination.
And then, I mean, I never had the feeling that he really cared for me, because he didn't really show it.
Were you dating someone else when you went to Knott's Berry Farm with him?
Yep.
Oh.
I was dating his roommate.
Now it's getting interesting.
Mm-hmm. Les Tint.
Did you meet his roommate around the same time you met him?
In the Templars. But he pursued me much more than that.
So you went out a few times with him?
Yeah, I went out a few times with him, but he went on, it was his vacation time, so he went away for a few weeks. And that's when Dad stepped in.
Woohoo!
And we went away with the Templars to Palm Springs. Mm-hmm. And I wore a red dress, and we were dancing, and we were floating, and it was a great...
We won the rumba contest.
Wow.
Mm-hmm. Yeah,
and,
we won.
And you,
remember the prize?
It was just, no, what was the prize?
The prize was this bottle opener with a kind of a wooden handle.
Oh. And we were dancing, and we were starting to fall in love, I think. Should I tell them the whole story?
Go ahead.
So we had a wonderful time and everything like that. And then everybody went back to the main thing. And your father says to me, Tempest fidgets I've got to go to sleep.
I didn't say it that way.
I hated that Tempest fidgets. I mean, I thought this guy was strange. I didn't, you know, he was telling me how wonderful I looked and how great I was and everything was so wonderful. And then he says, Tempest fidget, goodbye. And I went to my bed and went to sleep. And then about an hour later, he came back and he said, what did you say?
Tempest didn't fidget after all, or?
That's right, I guess I don't remember exactly what I said.
So you came back to her?
I persuaded her to come back up.
I went out and we were sitting around with the other couples and talking.
Yeah.
I think he got scared because he was feeling things that he was afraid of feeling. That's what you told me.
Probably so. I wouldn't tell you otherwise.
So then what
And he
happened?
wanted to be a gentleman, so he took himself away.
I realized that I'd been acting like a total fool. And if you're acting like a total fool, the best thing you can do is to acknowledge it and go remedy it somehow. Because, you know, during the day I was a real idiot. The Templars had this kind of party around the pool at this place in Palm Springs.
Mm-hmm.
And I dressed up in long underwear. And two of the other guys dressed up in strange things with balloons in their behind artificial bras and mop heads, and introduced me as the great Australian swimmer. And I was going to demonstrate speed in the pool. And I leaped into the pool and grabbed a rope, and there were 5 guys on the other end of the bushes, at the far end of the pool, and pulled the rope. I skidded across the water at about 40 miles an hour.
And he had to get up
And
out of the water.
when I approached the far side, I lifted myself up and slapped my hands on top of the edge to lift myself up, and I skidded across the cement on my belly.
And you found that sexy and...
I didn't find it. I thought the guy was crazy. But there was something about him that I needed to explore. There was an unknown because he was kind and I could tell he really did like me, but I wasn't too sure yet.